Time for the second half of level 4B. And let's see where we start with a four hearts. Four hearts with some auction excitement. West doubles. Takes two clubs. East bid does not need to necessarily show any particular strength, just showing an opinion about suits. West should have, something like an opening bid. So let's see, what do we have? We've got 14. Partner has 9, it's 23. We give West 12-ish, like 35. Yeah, it leaves a bit for East. All right. Um, like East to have, something roughly like 4-1, 4-4 shape, but it could vary a bit. We are about to lose 2 diamonds. And we'll need to not lose 2 spades. We have the ace and king of clubs, which we could use to pitch 2 spades. And then you might think we'd just lose a diamond, a spade. But a problem there is that we don't have an entry to North's hand. That is a concern. And we can't really use the jack of spades as an entry without losing 2 spades along the way. Like, we tried to lead up to the jack of spades twice. Even if West had the king and the queen, which would let the jack be an entry, we would lose the king and the queen. And when you think that West is quite likely to have 4 spades, five tends to be fairly rare. Usually, we just bid a spade. 3 is possible, but 4 is by far the most likely number. We give East 2. It was unfortunate. If East had a singleton spade honor, we could drop it with the ace, and then play a spade up to the jack for an entry. But East just isn't gonna have a singleton spade honor here. Quite unlikely. Guess let's see where these first 2 tricks go, because they look pretty forced. King of diamonds, the 7 from East. Ace of diamonds, and the 5 from East. Suggesting that East probably has the queen. Nope, not today. All right, interesting positive signal from East, but all right. I suppose another small potential problem. Oh no, the hearts are fine. We had 9 of those. Okay, the hearts are all good. The question is just about how best we should play the spades to actually get access to clubs, I suppose. So on the 3-3 spade split, everything will be fine. But it's a little unlikely that spades are 3-3. It'd be better to cater to 4 with West and 2 with East. If East had the doubleton king queen, we could play ace of spades and then low from both hands. That's not too unreasonable. We could do something like play the ace of spades first, and if we see a singleton, or we see an honor from East, we play low next time. It's actually, I suppose, it could be a guess. Like East could play. Well, it's dangerous for East to play the king or queen from king doubleton or queen doubleton. Um, because then we would just have an entry with the jack of spades. But they could mess around, right? Like if let's say East has like queen 8, I play the ace, East drops the queen, and me thinking they've got king queen left, I play low from both hands, and East wins with the 9. And now they have their 2 spade tricks, and that's a whoops. So East could fool around, but that's a pretty strong play. So I think I don't see a particular reason not to draw trump. Let me start there. Let's give us a bit of a count too. West had 1 heart. Okay. As expected. I'm gonna play the ace and see what happens. Ooh, we get a small spade from East. Can we do much if East has Honor Doubleton? I don't think so. I feel like at this point you would just play for the... Oh, I can't even play for the 3-3 split. What am I saying? Yeah, it doesn't look great. Unless West thinks they need to put up an honor to stop me and the honors crash like that. But no luck there. Okay. Let's reconsider. And yeah, points-wise, it's also a little tricky for East to have the king and the queen of spades. That's like all the points they can have, basically. I mean, so it's possible, but it's a very specific hand. And yeah, is there any reason to do... This is the first trick where we have some kind of choice. And like the choice here is, do you discard a spade? But I don't see how that would be helpful. Okay. So other options include maybe a throw-in with East. If East has the king and queen of spades. There's 3 diamonds, huh? 3 diamonds and 1 heart. So we could hope for West to be exactly 3-1. Oh, not even 3-1-4-5. 4-1-3-5. So they have no diamonds and heart to return at this point. In which case, leading up to the jack, if they let the jack win, we're done. If they split the king and the queen, they get end played. Because a spade gives us 2 spade tricks, and a club lets us discard 2 spade losers. So maybe that's our best bet. Because we do that, and we hope that East doesn't have the king of spades. But we also need West not to have the the diamond. All is not lost, because we can still try to drop a Doubleton king with East. No dice. All right. Well, explored a few different things. Didn't see anything that quite worked. So I think I will take a look. West leads the king. Forces us to rough the 3rd diamond. Okay. Both seems to have at least 2 spade losers. No entry in dummy to get to the top clubs. A partial elimination. Yeah, so this is the kind of throw-in I was thinking about. I was just hoping that West had no diamonds left. But maybe I need to play out more hearts. It's possible I need to play more hearts to put West under pressure first. Both king and queen, less than 5 spades, less than 2 hearts. Less than 5 diamonds, sure. And yeah, it's not so unlikely given the takeout double. Oh, 1 heart and then a spade. Oh. Oh, I see. Because this is the moment where the elimination actually works, because we still have a heart and dummy. West can't lead a diamond if we leave a heart in dummy. The West has to win, and now they're end played at this point. They weren't end played when I tried it, because I had already taken out North's last heart, hoping that West had no more diamonds. But yeah, a more reasonable thing to play for is West having a singleton heart with either 4 or 3 diamonds, and like, either 4 or 3 spades. Yeah, it's just got more options. Okay. This is a very early end play. Yeah, spade gives us the spade trick. Diamond lets us get rid of a spade loser. Club gives us access to the club winners. Okay. It's just a really early partial elimination. Leaving a heart and dummy. Okay. Interesting. Two spades, some bouncing 2-0 from us. With 15. Okay. Two spades from West, ostensibly 6 spades. Leaving 2 for partner. Being East. We have 2 hearts. 2 clubs is 4. It's possible to get all the tricks, the other 5 we need, just in diamonds. Maybe we'll get a spade trick, but even then we'd still need 4 diamonds. Like we're going to potentially give up the lead in diamonds. And whenever possible, we would like to give that lead to West. If we're keeping the king of spades here. West leads the 8. Could be from like ace queen 9-8, ace queen 10-8. Probably not ace 10 9-8. If we put up the jack, so the jack works. If West has the queen, if West has the ace queen, the jack works quite nicely because we get a stopper there, and then we still have a partial or a positional stopper in the south hand, and we can safely lose a diamond to West, and they can't attack spades. If we put up the jack and East plays the queen, it's pretty dangerous for us not to play the king. We're kind of just forced to do it. If we play the jack and East plays the ace, then I actually have a holdup available in spades. So that's kind of nice. Bridgemaster, I would expect West to have the ace and the queen. They're not vulnerable. It's first seat not vulnerable, so styles vary. Bridgemaster style, I think ace 10-8 is probably a little light for Bridgemaster. So I think that playing the jack is a sensible thing to try. Okay. And now it sure seems like we would like to lose any potential tricks to West. We have a spade trick in hand. We have 4 tricks in the rounded suits, that's 5. So 4 diamonds will suffice. Losing a diamond is totally fine. If diamonds are 3-2, ace and low to the jack will work just fine. If East has 4 diamonds, ace and low to the jack should still be fine. Ooh, maybe not. Ooh, not quite. Ace and low to the jack. So ace wins, the jack wins, whether or not West had the queen of diamonds. Because if they had it, they would drop. But we will have to then lose a diamond trick to East. And that's somewhat unsavory. We should really strongly try to lose a diamond to West. What is our best way? So low from north, and if West plays the 7, we let it run into West. Assuming West has at least 1 diamond. I guess when he says 5, we're in trouble, so that won't work. If West plays something higher than the 7, we try the jack, which might just work. If it loses to the queen, that's actually it's actually quite poor. I just don't want that to happen. Maybe I should play ace of diamonds first, and then try the low diamond twice through East. I don't want to lose to singleton queen with West. My best guess is ace first. Oh, but that's a problem in this world where West has singleton queen. Actually, West with singleton queen, can we survive at all? If we play the ace first, East ends up winning a diamond at some point and leads a spade through. And if we let West win with the queen of diamonds, well, it's okay in exactly this case. Like, if we let this go and West wins the queen of diamonds, that's useful. Like, this is now... Oh, that's not safe. Sorry. That's not what I'm thinking. Maybe I need to play low first. The problem is that playing Jack into single to queen of diamonds, that's still a big problem. Low is great here when West has a singleton queen, but that's a very specific holding. So Jack seems more sensible, which loses when West has a singleton queen. Because when West shows out now, we're going to lose a diamond to East. Big problem. Playing low from dummy, doesn't strike me as super useful. Oh yeah, for exactly this reason. Like, East can win cheaply with the 9 or the 10, and then just leads a spade through. And there's, like, what can we do? Play the king, it goes ace queen. Play low, it goes queen ace. Like, there's nothing good there. Yeah. I think our first step is fine. Playing the jack. Hoping for the positional stopper, which we get. Maybe I need to lead the first diamond from the south hand. I think this is actually stronger. Because now when West plays the queen, singleton queen, I just let it go. And the diamonds are safe. And if West doesn't play the queen, now I will... Oh, win the ace? So far, all the 3-2s are fine. Almost any play is sensible on 3-2. I play here, but if West plays the queen, I let it go. What if West didn't play the queen, though? If West played a small one, I'd have to win with the ace of diamonds. To stop East from getting in. But okay, we're good here. We now have our 4 diamond tricks, 1 spade, and the 4 round tricks. And I'll see what the analysis has to say. Jack might as well be played. True. Yeah, we don't want East on lead. Because a spade return will suck. Yeah, come to our hand to play a diamond. Okay. If West produces the queen, we'll just duck it. And that's all good. West follows low, we have to play the ace, right? And then we finesse the jack on the next round. Sure. This works. I mean, as long as diamonds aren't 4-1, right? Like, if East has 4 diamonds at this point, we're going to win ace, jack, king, and then lose a diamond to East, which is a problem. But it's certainly true that we should finesse, because we don't care if the finesse loses. Exactly what they say. Okay, yeah, you need 3-2 diamonds. I thought I had a line that might potentially work would West had a singleton low diamond. Maybe that's not true. Maybe we... Yeah, we probably just can't do much there. It requires East to play the 7 from their 4-card holding, which I guess is unlikely. Okay. Two spades, four spades. Potential spade loser, a for sure heart loser, and potentially 2 club losers. I'd like to avoid one of these. Looks like we're not avoiding the ace of hearts. A useful thing is that East cannot play clubs immediately, so it can't be down off the top. We do have all these nice diamonds available to pitch clubs. Spade finesse seems useful in that it goes into East, and East is not the danger hand. Because only West can lead clubs in a harmful way. Let's see. Oh, 10 of hearts. Oh, I wonder if this is a really good reason to put up the jack. Oh, that's interesting. The jack isn't likely to be a lot of use. But playing it right away might actually have been useful here. Like, not a lot of use in terms of winning a trick on its own. But the problem with this, with East playing the 10, is if I take the king now, East might be able to get West back on lead in hearts with the queen of hearts. So now the spade finesse isn't so safe. It could lose to East. East plays a heart to West queen. West leads a club through the king. But if we put up the jack now, we force East to use the ace right away when West has the queen and East has the ace, which is like the danger scenario. It's not a concern if East has both the ace and the queen. Then it just goes jack, queen, king, and we know East has the ace because West led hearts. And if East doesn't play the ace here, well, it's all the same. We still get our 1 heart trick, and East is the only one who can get the lead. Okay, yeah, I think this was the critical point. It was right here. That jack did actually have some use. Because now clubs are still safe from attack. We'll take the spade finesse just to avoidance play against West. Because East cannot attack clubs profitably. Ace of clubs. Club. And now we're good to go. Draw trump, play diamonds. Okay. Yeah, that's a cute little bit of tech. Put up the jack at trick 1 to help cut off communications. East tries to preserve communications by making us win the king up the first trick. Yeah, that's a cool ploy. Almost got it. As soon as trick 1 happened, I saw what went wrong. All right. Always like a 1-no opening or a 1-no overcall when it comes to point counting. Auction almost makes 2 hearts look like a transfer, but that is not the case. Okay, we have 12 here. 12 here is 24. And West has 16 plus or minus 1. That only leaves at most 1 point for East. But we do know where the high cards are. East might have a minor jack. And that's that. Let's see if we can make use of this information. Okay, so we have a spade loser. 2 diamond losers. and upwards of 3 club losers. Diamond looks relatively easy to rough, so it's worth pointing out that spades are blocked, hearts are blocked. If we unblock hearts and try to get to dummy, West could very easily be in a position to hold up the ace of spades until the third round. So maybe that would give me time to use the hearts as needed. Importantly, the club finesse does not work, so let's ignore that. The queen of clubs isn't going to do a lot, unless we have some throw in, which doesn't seem super likely. Let's try trick 1 here, see what trick 2's lead is. Hey, look, there's East 1 point. Wee. Roughing this now might be a little problematic. Because if spades are 2-2, then West can't hold up the ace of spades until the third round. I can just clearly knock it out and get back to North's hand. If I don't take the diamond rough right now, and West persists in diamonds, I can rough in the south hand instead. I can pitch a club here, and I can pitch a club again, and rough in the south hand. And I think we're just good to go. I can count losers from the north hand at that point. Okay, it seems prudent to unblock hearts. If spades are 2-2 at this point, we're just done. West wins the ace of spades. And then, what can they do? Everything is over at that point. If spades are still 3-1 here, I'm going to have to play some hearts when I'm in the north hand. Lead a diamond. That's still fine. I just rough down here. Draw the last trump. And we're done. Cool. Who even needs the ace of clubs? Yeah, sometimes if you're getting forced to rough in the hand that you don't want to, you can just kind of chill for a trick or two and then rough where you do want to. I say a trick or two, usually it's just one trick, but I think it's worth seeing the mechanics of this one. Yeah, if South roughs and dummy, we could be in trouble. We know West has everything. Yeah, we'd unblock the heart, we'd try to play spades. They could take the last spade, continue spades, and there's just no entry. Whoops. We'll never go back to hearts now. Yep. This auction starts in a similar way. The double, the redouble, the preference to diamonds. South offers hearts as well. North confirms an actual spade raise. It is not common at all nowadays to redouble holding 4 of partner's suit. Typically, you would bid 2-no trump as an invite or better, so-called Jordan or Truscott 2-no trump. It's already a bit of a style choice of whether you can redouble with 3 spades, or whether you use 2-no with a 3's card raise as well. But okay, we have 9, 6, 15 in our hand. Partner has 11. 27, and West is going to have a pretty hefty share of those remaining 13 points. So East is going to be pretty broke here. Maybe like, a Jack or Queen. It could be a little more, but it's not likely. Spade's looking okay. Hearts, we're going to lose 2, and it's not so unlikely that we'll lose 3. West can easily have 4 hearts, so this could be King of Hearts, Ace of Hearts, rough right away. In which case, we're going to have to avoid losing a club. Yeah, I guess the hand will be fairly straightforward if we don't lose 3 hearts. Alright, King of Hearts. He signals high-low, presumably because a rough is coming. Let's place the Jack for funsies. Sure, why not? I'll play the Queen for counter funsies. And do play an ace or 10 of diamonds, the ace. Okay. West is a pretty strong favorite to have the Queen of Clubs on this auction. So a very straightforward approach here is we just rough the 10 of hearts high, draw trump, and take 2 club finesse. East does have enough room in their hand for the Queen of Clubs, though. I'm wondering if we can do some kind of show up squeeze in clubs and diamonds. I would say we basically know West has the King of Diamonds. East shouldn't really have enough room in their hand for the King. It's possible. Like, we gave them, 13 points? I'll give West 10, which you can do with, the right shape, but I think it's unlikely in Bridgemaster World, where people are quite solid. So if we know West has the King of Diamonds, then the Queen of Diamonds is a strong plus threat against West. So this is Julian Latterman's terminology, where a strong threat is something guarded by one person, and a strong plus threat is something that's guarded by a person, and you know who it is. In this case, we know it's West. Because the goal here would be to squeeze West down to a point where we don't have to guess what's happening in clubs. So, like, let's say we rough the 10 of hearts and we play all these spades and we come down to a 3-card ending. If West hasn't played the King of Diamonds by that point, we throw away the Queen of Diamonds. Oh, do I have to play the Ace of Clubs first and come down to a 2-card ending? Yeah, okay. I think I need to play the Ace of Clubs first for this to work. But we will, 10 of hearts, draw trump, Ace of Clubs, back to my hand. We'll come down to a 2-card ending, where at the antepenultimate trick, we've let a spade from our hand. If West doesn't play the King of Diamonds, we throw the Queen of Diamonds, leaving King Jack in dummy. And then when we play a club, if West had the Queen remaining, we just play King Jack. And if West doesn't play the Queen, we have to play for the drop in clubs. I think that's what's going to happen here. So let us rough this last heart high. And East plays a spade, which is a choice. Sure. It was a little concerning, so I got to rough high. There's 2 more spades outstanding, right? There they are. We'll play the Ace of Clubs. It's possible I don't need to, but I think this makes the ending more clear. And we're gonna just play spades, watching out for the king of diamonds from West. So here comes the actual squeeze. West does not play the king of diamonds, which means the queen of diamonds has now served its purpose. It's forced West to hold on to the king of diamonds. So now West presumably has the king of diamonds and a club. And when that club is not the queen, we're going to play for East, who have been holding the doubleton queen all along. Bam. Just like that. So in playing in this way, we can win whenever West has the queen of clubs, or whenever East has the doubleton queen, which is the holding that we could actually drop. But I think basically any time we can win, we do win on this line. I want to see if the analysis of playing ace of clubs is actually necessary. I feel like it is, but let's see. Maybe it's not. Get 2 top hearts. Third round, East ruffing. And I win the East diamonds. Cool. Seems the contract depends on the club finesse working. Maybe. Yeah, so West is almost certain to have king of diamonds. That's certainly a prerequisite or a presupposition for our line. If East had the king of diamonds, he probably would have switched to a trump instead of lead away from the king of diamonds. That's true. That diamond switch would have been really scary, and only would have worked because we had the singleton ace of diamonds. That's actually a really good point to this analysis. That makes the idea that West has the king of diamonds very, very strong. Okay. Yeah, we don't need the club finesse if West has the king of diamonds, because we have the show up squeeze. So we run the winners. Okay, so they don't play the ace of clubs. It wasn't necessary. So this is the same ending, but without playing the ace of clubs. On our last winner, West comes down to 2 clubs. Oh, I see. And then the point is that you never take the finesse. You just run the clubs. And whoever has the queen, it just has to fall at that point. Oh, yeah, okay. True. Yeah, the important point is there's no need to do the finesse, because you just know that the queen drops if West has it. Because they have to have the king of diamonds. And indeed, a show up squeeze. Very nice. Another one in the win column. All right, we're 2 for 5. It's actually not too bad. See if we can keep that up. I would say getting 6 of 15 right would be quite a success. Okay, doubled. East raised 2 hearts. 4 clubs, 5 clubs. Alright. Points wise, what do we got here? Is that 18? And we're sitting on 10 of our own, 28. That's quite a lot, given that West's bid a heart. Just recount that quick. That's 10. Yeah, that's 18. That's 10. That's 28. And West opened, which sounds like about 12. So East appears to be raising on garbage, which is not unreasonable. It's worth raising quite aggressively here, especially if East is sitting on some extra hearts. Well, at that point, they might even raise harder, but East could have 4 hearts in the flattish hand, maybe, and then maybe not want to actually raise the 3 hearts on nothing, which I think is fair. Okay, so everything we need, West has it. West has the ace of clubs, the heart honors, the jack of spades, just like everything. I suppose East could have the jack of spades. West could have a distributional hand. So there's something there. Where do we find ourselves, loser-wise? Looks like a heart and a club, that'd be fine. But 2 clubs is possible. The clubs aren't quite as solid as we would like. To lose 2 clubs, clubs actually have to be 4-0. So the contract is looking good. If someone has 4 clubs, who is it? I guess that's not clear. Oh, sorry, it is clear. It's West. Because whoever has 4 clubs has the ace, and East surely does not have the ace of clubs. Okay, so if someone has 4 clubs, it's West. This we know from the auction. All right. And if West has 4 clubs, what shall we do? The low club up to the queen isn't super great. I think it's king of clubs first. Because if it goes king ace smalls and East shows out, that leaves West with the 10-8 small, and the queen jack 7 is sitting over that. We can finesse repeatedly as many times as we need. Well, maybe. Not a lot of entries to our hand, actually. Which could make that a little bit tricky. Only 1 entry to my hand? Ooh. And also, do I care what happens on this first heart trick? Should I duck this first heart trick for any reason? I'd quite like it if West switched away from hearts. That'd be actually helpful. I wouldn't. I'd kind of like to not use Ace of Hearts early because it's a useful entry. I think. I don't think it hurts to duck the heart, and West presumably will continue hearts anyways. So fine. Yeah, my thoughts here are King of Clubs, and if West wins the ace and East shows out, I just need to lead clubs up to the Queen Jack 7 twice to pick up the whole suit. The problem there is only having 1 entry in my hand. Something like low to the 6 is not great because we lose when East is holding, the singleton 8, which is a very silly holding to lose to. Any benefit of leading the 9 from hand? West would have to cover it. With the 4-card holding, West has to cover it. Because otherwise, the 9 just wins, and we're done. So it has to go 9, 10, Jack. And at that point, if East wins the ace, we're done, because clubs were not 4-1 or 4-0. If it goes 9, 10, Jack, and it holds, and East shows out, I now get to play to the King of Clubs, losing to the ace, and I have an entry to do the finesse against the 8. Oh boy. All right. 9 of clubs. I think you are the hero of this line. You just let it go. Oh, fuck. That has its own problem of it loses to exactly singleton 10 with East. Ugh. Very annoying. Oh, then I'm supposed to just play the queen, right? I play the queen regardless? I don't think that can be right. 9 small queen out. Load the king and ace. They still have 10-8, which sets up for another trick. I thought I had it. Okay, if it's king first. One thing I didn't think of. Oh, well, yeah, I only have 1 entry back to this. Is 1 entry enough, actually? Let's overthink it. No, because I play the Queen of Clubs now. Sorry, also I totally wasn't paying attention to what happened on the club trick. Presumably East showed up, otherwise the hand's not very interesting. Let me just go back and pay attention to that, because that's important information. So King of Clubs, I assume East shows up. Yeah, okay. And they showed up really aggressively with a red card. Probably should have caught that. Okay. So West has 10-8 small. And when I say small, the important thing is smaller than the 7. If I play the Queen, West has 10-8 still, and it will be worth a trick. I really need 2 entries to my hand. And maybe I am supposed to do the spade finesse for those entries. Hey. Because it's just the only choice. It has to be the 9. It doesn't have to be the 9 next. But it might as well be. Then we come back here. Then we play this. And then we play that. Now everything is fine. Yeah, I guess the first line actually would have worked, or just it works with the spade finesse. I just didn't really feel like taking the spade finesse because it seemed kind of a little unlikely the East had the Jack of Spades. But as I said, they do have room for it. Okay. There is no reason to duck the opening lead. Yeah, sure, fine, whatever. I also, as far as I can tell, there's no reason not to duck the opening lead. Actually, I do have a reason to duck the opening lead, which is if West, for any reason, convinces themselves that they should not continue hearts, it's actually very beneficial for us. So I would say that is a reason to duck the opening lead. Like, it's incredibly likely that West continues hearts, but hey, give the defense a chance to make a mistake. Yeah, if someone's got 4 trumps, that's a problem. East has 4 clubs. Well, they don't. They just absolutely don't. Because of the auction. We know that East just can't have ace of clubs. So this conversation is moot. But it's true. You would want to play it to the Jack, take a finesse against the 10. It's the 4 clubs, so the King of Clubs immediately. Yes, that was my thought. Kings and diamonds. You can double finesse what's out. Yep. But we need 2 hand entries, and so it has to use Jack of Spades. Oh, sorry, the finesse of the finesse against the Jack of Spades. And that's what we did. And yes, as they say, West is one of 4 clubs. All right. West with 2-no, presumably showing the minors, 5-5 in the minors. I think I might consider the South hand actually not quite strong enough for 2 clubs. I'm worried that it has like 4.5 losers. And I'd like it to have 4. But okay. It's fine. We make our way to 6 hearts. North offers spades rather strongly along the way. I guess I have to say something after 2-no. Oh, also, if we have some unusual versus unusual available, then North actually has a stronger spade raise, which is 3 diamonds. The higher cubit of West's 2 suits, showing a good-handed, the higher of the available 2 suits, hearts and spades. So 3 spades is already known to be maybe not great, which is good, because this hand is not great. It has a lot of points, opposite of the 2 club bed, but but it has no controls whatsoever. So it's worth being cautious. And I guess this sequence of bidding 5 hearts afterwards is not a bad way of selling that. Like, South, this 4 hearts could just be a sign off because North can be broke. But then North goes ahead and bids 5 hearts and shows what is, a good hand in the trash range, which is a good description of this hand. Okay. And also, some hearts. Okay. There could be a heart loser. Pretty unlikely, though. That would require West to have 4 hearts, which they don't, because they have 5/5 in the minors. So no heart losers. Spades are fine. A diamond loser. A club loser. All right. The club finesse is unlikely to work, given that West has 5 clubs. They are an odds-on favorite to have the king. Considering the throw-in possibilities in the minors, doesn't seem super profitable in that we're going to have no hearts in the North hand. The West is always just going to have a safe diamond exit. And considering leading a 2 of diamonds at some point, because if West plays the ace, I have 2 diamond tricks available, but that's only enough to pitch 1 club, which doesn't really help. Any chance of using these spades profitably? It's not too much to ask for East to have the king and queen of spades, given that West may easily have only 1 spade of their own, which we will get to drop. In which case, if we could find ourselves 3 entries to North's hand, we would have like 3 extra spade tricks, which would knock out all the losers we've got. 3 entries to the North hand. That seems a bit of an ask. We have the Queen of Hearts, and the Queen of Diamonds might take some work, and then there's just not any more. It's true that given enough time, we can set up an entry in clubs, but if West ever scores a club trick, this contract is dead. A possibility is that West has a singleton spade honor, which falls under the ace, and in that world, we only need 2 entries to the North hand to set up spades, which may be possible. I think it just might be 2. Okay. So if we're going to use the Queen of Hearts, we'd better not blow it now. Let's just save that for a sec. All right. Unblock Ace of Spades and see what's up. We do get that singleton to fall. This is good. For this rest of this plan to work, though, actually, doesn't this plan have a couple problems? Oop. All right, looks like my friend just finished one of our challenges, which I did think I did pretty well in. In particular, I managed to. This was not a. This game doesn't make double dummy, so I figured a lot of the benefit might come from that. All right, blew an over trick here, a wrong strain here, but Got some imps. All right. Good game. Thanks for that. Okay. So the issue I wanted to I was thinking about setting up the diamond entry first. I had this thought of King of Diamonds. If West doesn't play the ace, they can always just not play the ace, right? Um. Oh, King of Diamonds. If it goes King of Diamonds ace, we're in a pretty good way because now we just have the two entries. If King of Diamonds is allowed to hold, then I'm trying to like a little bit of trouble at that point. Yeah, it's hard to get two entries, right? Like I can try to get the diamond entry now by playing a low diamond to the queen, but I can't actually run spades now because West has hearts. Maybe not. Maybe West doesn't. Maybe West started with 6-5 in the minors. That's a possibility. But 5-5 is just a lot more likely. Yeah, well, I don't think this line quite works. Let's take a look. So if we have to get rid of the last heart, then we just have to do it now. And we can set the spades up. But then we are in dire need of a diamond entry. Oh, but then if we have the throw-in that we need at this point. Because West can't profitably lead clubs. Maybe this does work. King of Diamonds, West wins with the ace. What are their choices of returns? They have no hearts. They have no spades. A diamond return gives us the entry we need. A club return is also going to give us an entry. We assume that West has the king of clubs. And if East has a king of clubs and actually goes small, queen, king, ace, then we just have no club loser, and we're done. And we have an entry. Okay, I think this works fine. Because when the king of diamonds holds, I just play up again. And West is still stuck. That's our entry. Spade to pitch a club. And we are donezo. I remember a pretty fun hand. Well, fun for me. I was dummy. It was in the second day of the Sildor Open Pairs in. I guess that must have been in Memphis, 2019, I think. I guess the spring NAPC because we were there for the NAP Flight B, and this one hand where ops bid 2-no trump like this. They show 5-5 in the minors, and Aaron's declaring, and because of that, he's able to play the hand exactly. But it was such a hard hand to figure out that we took like the entire 15 minutes of the 2-board round to play the first board. And so we got that hand, and it was good, and we got like, I don't know, 70% or something for it. But then we got like absolutely dunked by penalties for not completing the second board. So maybe it wasn't worth. I guess the only time I've just like not played the second board of a 2-board round. But okay. We did it. By understanding West's exact holdings. A 2-no, a 3-no. Oh yeah, no trumps yet, huh? Let's do it. Oh, sorry, that's not true. We did a 3-no earlier, didn't we? With the next diamond suit. All right, 1, 2 spades, 3 hearts is 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. Ace of clubs is 6. And that's all the guaranteeds. Bashing on diamonds is unlikely to go super well. Because they can play hearts at every opportunity when I play diamonds, and they can knock out the ace of hearts early. If I knock out the king, they knock out king of hearts. The eight. Oh, sorry, that's not true. Spades is actually the problem. Even if spades are, if spades are 4-3, they would get 2 spades and 2 diamonds on that line. That's not the worst. There's another problem, I guess, which is actually clubs. That could have some loss. Is that so bad? Let's say I take the oh, also, can I duck this? If I duck this and they switch to hearts, that's a big trouble. I guess I actually do need a diamond trick, don't I? Because I'm going to get at most like 2 spades, 3 hearts, and 3 clubs. I'm not going to get a 4th club. The 2 of clubs is just not setting up for anything. I really do need a diamond trick. In which case, yeah, ducking the first spade is pretty problematic because they can switch to hearts. And they'll be able to knock out the ace of hearts before diamonds are ready. I think we need to win the first spade. I guess we do need to work on diamonds. We're concerned then when someone's got 4 diamonds. If they have 3, we're good to go. But if they have someone has 4 diamonds, that is a little problematic. Play. Let's see. If West has, so that gives them what? Ace 9, 8. Oh, Ace King 9, 8. Okay. So if West has Ace King 9, 8, play Jack. They win it. Play up. They hold the Queen. They're in trouble. And if East has Ace King 9, 8, play low to the Jack. They just let it hold, and we're in trouble again. Not sure I can survive either of them having 4 diamonds. I don't have a line that's quite level 4 sophisticated here. It's like if spades are 4-3 and diamonds are not 4-0, we just lose 2 spades and 2 diamonds. I'm not allowed to duck this, because they can attack hearts. And then there's a concern of if they switch to clubs. Because if they do switch to clubs, then they could be set up, I guess, to get 2 spades, 2 diamonds, and a club. But if East has a high diamond honor, I can't stop them from winning. The club switch now is a little tricky. Okay. It didn't happen. Again, can't duck because the club switch is just like too deadly. This was very silly. I left the Jack of Diamonds in my hand. I didn't think it mattered, but it obviously does because I just blocked the diamonds. Okay, we take this. Kind of have to be able to win that second round of diamonds in North to continue. Okay, this is already a problem on my easy line. Here's the issue. If diamonds are 3-1, I just get stuck. But I do that, and there's just not another entry. Okay. I see the problem. And my ploy of playing low here doesn't quite help. Oh, it can in the sense of if I... Oh, playing low and giving myself the ability to overtake later is pretty rough. Because East can, or West can just win this singleton 9 of diamonds, and that's a problem. That's not my thought was to do that. They only have ace and king left, right? Okay. Yeah, low works here when diamonds are 2-2, but they're just not. And so he gets stuck. And overtaking the first round isn't particularly great. Did he jack the first time? Oh, 9 and 8 both fall. Oh, that's not helpful, though. Yeah, we just get blocked out. Is there any interesting way that doesn't just rely on 2-2 diamonds? Because there's like overtaking the jack with the queen the first round. And now that frees us up to do a finesse against the remaining of the 9 or 8? No, only if it's on side it does. Plunk. That's no good. Ugh. I don't think I've got this one. What is up? Yeah, so heart shift would be not welcome. Danger case is when someone has ace king third or fourth. That leaves the 2. West duck to show the diamond. Take opportunity to win dummy. Sure. Oh. Ah, we switch over to the club finesse now that we have a diamond trick. Yes, I didn't think about it at all. Not only do we have a diamond trick, but we also have 2 entries to take the club finesse. Yeah, we can never set up diamonds when someone has ace king third. But we can get a diamond trick. Hey, look, my intuition to play the 2 first was right. That's a singleton, we're fine. We can go jack. If they win with the ace, we're good. If it goes jack small, we overtake with the queen. And then we knock out the ace, and we still have ace of hearts. I did try this as well. Yeah, jack to the queen. Yeah, but then that would be a problem. Once in spades. force East to duck the Jack of Diamonds. If they win it, they have to give us or they give us all the diamond tricks. And now we can do the club finesse. Cross and hearts. Club finesse. Yeah, now we just cash the ace. Either the king falls and we're good, or it doesn't fall and we throw East in. Well, we force them to take the king, and the Jack is just good. Okay. Yep. Bigness. Alright, have seen this auction before. 2 spades from West. Again with the 6 spades. East having 2. This time we have a spade holding we can actually hold up. That's kind of nice. 1 spade, 2 hearts is 3. A club is 4. 2 diamonds is 5. We need 4 more tricks, and they're pretty much not gonna come outside of clubs. So it looks like we're going to need 4 club tricks to go with our 5 tricks outside of clubs. And we can hold up twice, or we'll hold up once in spade. No need to hold up twice, really. If we assume West has 6. Against some humans, West will have 5, and yeah, maybe we do in fact hold up twice. I don't think it hurts. And we just need West not to win a club trick. Probably our best bet is to play the ace of clubs and then come and finesse the queen of clubs. We can't do anything but West having a doubleton king. But playing ace of clubs first protects against a singleton king. Playing ace and queen protects against, like, doubleton jack. While still making sure that we don't, and not playing the queen directly makes sure we don't lose, 2 tricks to East. Okay, we hold up once. I think it matters too much which of these entries we use. We do ace of clubs first. That's an interesting play from East. In that case, we should presumably follow up with the queen of clubs. And then play low to the 10. Okay, West just actually has the clubs. Alrighty. Alright, West has the jack of clubs. We have a strong plus threat in the 10 of clubs. Strong plus threat, 3 of spades. Unfortunately, neither of those is sitting over West, so that's not too tricky. We have 7 tricks right now. West had 6 spades and 3 clubs. Alright. It's possible I can remove all of West's red cards. That's not too helpful. I can't just throw them in as spades after that. Or they will take a lot of spades. Contract seems pretty dead from this point. But it seems pretty dead anytime West has Jack third. Well, I mean, if I know that East has the singleton king of clubs, I could let them win it on the first trick. And I do actually have a way to do that. Alright. True. That is a club holding that's problematic. It is something we can do something about. By leading the first round of clubs from East's hand. Sorry, North's hand. If East has king of clubs, we just go, neat. You have fun with that. And then we get to play clubs out like this. If East also has the jack, we'll find out right now. And then we'll take a finesse later. And if West has the jack, we'll be happy we gave the first one up to East. All right. Yep. Just didn't think through the possible danger combination. Good lesson. Good lesson. Okay. Into the wrong pile. Ah, good old grand. Very exciting. 4 spades showing a self-sufficient spade suit after this positive club response. And I guess North, yeah, if North counts on South to have 8 tricks, which is sensible, it should be something like 8.5 to 9 tricks. And then North is just like, well, I've got, I potentially have 5 tricks easy. And as long as South has the 2 of spades, we expect there to be an entry. So even if it's rough a club, we're fine. Unfortunately, South does not have the 2 of spades, and so there's not an easy entry to the clubs. So that's a bit of a danger. We'll see how that goes. Very unfortunate. Yeah, North really would like South to have the 2 of spades. Then this hand is got great chances. Unfortunate. If only Blackwood had a way to ask for the 2. But all right. So our concerns then are a heart loser and a diamond loser, and clubs can only knock out one of them if they don't perform well. Oh, and in particular, oh yeah, if clubs are 3-3, we're fine. We'll just have our 5 club tricks. We knock out the heart or the red losers. But if clubs aren't 3-3, we don't have any way to set them up and get an entry. So we'll need to do something else. What might that something else be? The easy answer would be we throw away the jack of hearts and we take the diamond finesse. But do we have squeeze possibilities? Well, the squeeze would kind of rely on East having the queen of hearts, which doesn't look very likely on this lead. That said, could East have 7 hearts and West lead be a doubleton? Maybe. I think East might find something to say over 3 clubs, but I mean, a 3 hearts bid is not very preemptive over 3 clubs. So maybe they wouldn't. In any case, I think we can still play for, again, like a show up squeeze against East in the red suits. We might as well. I don't see too much else to do. I must win that. The idea would be to play out a bunch of spades. We need to find 3 pitches in the north hand. So that's a heart, a diamond, and a club. because we don't actually do the last club. That's easy enough. And then we go and run clubs and see if we can put East under some kind of pressure. I don't see too much more in the way of options here. I'm looking out for the Queen of Hearts, hoping that East might have it. West throws a heart. When West throws a second heart, we know that West had the... Okay, West actually had the Queen of Hearts. And if East had some useful heart, they might not be throwing them either. Okay. In any case, we can throw a heart. We can throw a club. We can throw a diamond. I probably should be counting how many clubs were falling, huh? At least one did, and I actually thought it might have been two. One club from each of them? Okay, even if it was two clubs, this last club is just not setting up. And if we haven't seen the heart by this point, we're going to throw the heart. And yeah, similarly, the hope here is that, well, yeah, it's not a real show-up squeeze if we think West has the Queen of Hearts. Because East can easily just be holding on to two diamonds at the end. And West also presumably would have thrown... Oh, sorry, they couldn't have thrown the heart just yet, could they? Oh, they could have once I threw my heart. The fact that West kept it suggests that West is not holding on to the Singleton King of Diamonds. That would have been a really weird thing to do. Okay. That feels like I just kind of did the normal thing. But maybe their point is just that there is value in running all the spades and clubs that could have made a difference. Let me mark it up right, but let's take a look. Okay, King of Hearts. Marked with the Queen. Or a double tone, come on. So yeah, sure looks like we're gonna just take the diamond finesse. Draws trump. And find yourself short a trick. Sure. You find yourself short a trick before you draw trump, but you know. 3-3 clubs or a diamond finesse. That sure looks like the chance. Oh, did I miss that a club squeeze was happening? I think I might have very much missed that a club squeeze was happening. You can get diamonds to counter without the diamond finesse. Ooh, cash the ace of diamonds and run the spades. West has club length. They are squeezed. True. Squeezing clubs and hearts. If East has club length, they are squeezed in clubs and diamonds. We have a double squeeze. The diamond finesse was losing. Then yeah, I actually need this like 3-suit squeeze. Like West is holding on to all 3 suits. The squeeze on the second to last spade. Oh, right, of course. They have to pitch. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna regain. Yep. Okay. And we don't have to cash these diamonds early. Sure. Yes. That's right up. I always said there's no way that East is holding on to the Singleton King of Diamonds. Because they could have just held on to 2 diamonds instead. That would have been a really weird play. But I think the approach of cashing Ace for diamonds is actually nicer. West was up with a club stopper. Diamond Finesse can take it with complete confidence. True. True. Yep. We just out here squeezing. Six spades. A potential spade loser in the jack. And a diamond loser. Clubs and hearts looking fine. We should worry a little bit about this spade loser. We're all good on 3-3 spades. If it's 4-1, if West has Jack fourth, I don't think we can do a lot. If East has Jack fourth, we're gonna need some trump coup to make this work. Because we'd cash ace of spades and then the king. I guess it doesn't matter. We can do king and then ace, whichever. We'll find out that East has 4 spades, and we'll need to do the trump coup. That means roughing twice in our hand, which we'll have to do with clubs. And then presumably playing a club at the end for the coup. You don't have too much information about the distributions. West 10 of diamonds. I mean, it could be a double 10. It could be like a 10-9 something. Could be like 4 or 5. So hard to say. There's the ace. And the 5 is returned. Okay. You know anything about the diamond distribution at this point? Do 10 and 6 from West. If East had the remaining diamonds, it was ace 9, 8, 7, 5. They usually play the 7 on that. So I think East started with 4 diamonds. Oh, potentially 2, actually, right? But not 3. So they played their highest diamond back. So 2 or 4 diamonds. Okay. We'd like to do some roughs in preparation for this coup. There's one rough. Let's go ace of spades, king of spades. Indeed, there is the problem holding. And we'll need another rough. So East had 4 spades, 3 clubs, what appears to be 4 diamonds. Oh, but it doesn't matter. I just have to be able to play all the hearts out, or we're in trouble, right? Oh, but I have a choice of playing 4 hearts versus 3 hearts and another diamond. That's interesting. For that, I actually do want the heart count. Because if East had 4 diamonds, they only have 2 hearts. That's a problem. So I need to play East for 2 diamonds. In which case I do need to play 4 rounds of hearts and not another diamond. I think that's right. Plus West will show anyways. Yeah, which gives us the perfect count. Okay. We know that we can play a 4th round of diamonds. There we go. A 4th round of hearts. And now we're setting up for the coup. Bam. East is stuck. Spade finesse without a spade. Nicely done. Yeah, if we had try to catch a 3rd diamond, East would have roughed. And that would be no good. Six hearts. All right, fun hands. Spades looking okay, but clubs and hearts both potentially a little shaky. I have 3 club losers, and I can only rough presumably 1. The chat's getting 2 roughs. Like, I'll say ace of diamonds, ace of clubs, club to the queen right away. Sometimes that wins and we're just done. But assuming it doesn't. So ace of diamonds pitching a club. Ace of clubs, low to the queen, which loses. We still have a club loser. Alright, we pitch one on ace of diamonds, we just rough another one. But playing a 4th round of clubs is scary. Oh, it's only the 3rd round of clubs. But that has some dangers. Clubs could be 5-2. Not outside the realm of possibility. And we don't have any good rough in North's hand. Because we can't afford the king of hearts. And any low heart can be over roughed. Literally every time the clubs don't split. And given that this line only involves 1 rough, we might as well draw trump. Anyways. Yeah, actually, if trump are 3-2, are we just good to go? Just ace of diamonds, we draw trump. They split 3-2. Ace of clubs, club to the queen. Maybe it loses, that's fine. We're left with 1 club in our hand that we rough. Okay. So when hearts are 3-2, we're cold. Yeah, the idea here is we have 3 club losers, we lose 1, we rough 1, and we pitch 1 in the ace of diamonds. That's the accounting. Okay, so 4-0 or 4-1 hearts then, giving us a heart loser. That's certainly an exciting story. Because in that world, we might need 2 club rough, which is possible when the person with the 4th heart has some very particular holdings. Like, they need, I think they have to have at least 3 clubs and at least 4 spades in addition to the 4 hearts. So I need to play a 4th round of spades to pitch the 5 of clubs from dummy. That way I can set up for the roughs. Is there any interesting throw-in hearts? Probably not, because they can always just take diamonds. Should I be looking at this as a dummy reversal instead? We have equal trump length. Let's count losers from North's hand. For North, it's 3 diamonds and a club. 2 of those can go away on spades. So 2 roughs would be sufficient. Like, just rough 2 diamonds. A concern there is that I might not have entries to the spades. So I do ace of diamonds, I rough a diamond. Let's say I cashed ace queen of hearts, discovering the issue. Play another spade to the queen, rough a diamond, spade to the jack. Draw the last, well, draw another trump. Now I just have 1 trump left in North's hand. And so they could take the, yeah, whoever has the last heart could take it on the 3rd round of spades. Or even the 4th round of spades. And we would be short. I wouldn't be able to get rid of the club loser. Oh, one of the losers. I don't know that line's going to work. Yeah, I think the dummy reversal doesn't work on 4-1 hearts. I go back to what I was thinking about counting losers from the south hand. It can work, it just needs very specific distributions around the person who has 4 hearts. It doesn't sound like a great line, but it sounds better than the one where we play from North's hand. Guess we'll give it a shot. I don't have a lot of confidence in this. That's a club. We're going to end up roughing 2 clubs. Okay, so I think we need to do 2 rounds of trump. See the problem? There's the problem. Okay, ace of clubs. We need East to hold out of 4 spades. They don't. So this is pretty dead in the water. They just rough a spade. I didn't rough this one, but they rough a spade and they just get a club trick, you know. Just done and done. Okay. Let me try the dummy reversal line, but it looked like it had its own problems. That's ace of diamonds. Roughing a quick diamond. I'd like to rough 2 of them. Roughing 3. Oh. No, roughing 3 looks really problematic. I can't afford to use the queen for that. Okay, so we discover the problem. Come over here. We rough another diamond. If East has 4 spades, I guess we're okay. And that doesn't require club length. My other line actually required club length. So this is sensible. East does not have 4 spades. And so yet again, we are in some trouble. I can just rough, play a diamond. Plunk. So that's no good. Yeah, I don't see much of a... Oh yeah, not really giving me throw in. If the person we're throwing in would have to be the person who doesn't have hearts. They would also... They're gonna have long spade. They have a spade exit. Yeah, this can't work. Oh, you do not quite see it. What do we got? Yes, 4-1 trump break is a problem. And they do not dummy reversal, roughing 2 diamonds. I don't want me to duck this right away. Okay. Cash, ace, and queen. Cross and spades, drop a diamond, I assume. Yes. Tries to cross again in spades. And East can't take this rough as their one trick. Otherwise, I can draw trump and I've got the spades. Okay. Yeah, East can't rough this one. East discards. To cash the king of hearts. Oh, and we can still afford to knock out the last heart because we kept the ace of diamonds as a stopper. Uh-huh. That's what we needed. This is my big concern, is we couldn't knock out the last heart because they would take They could just cash diamonds. But we do not have to play the diamond ace early. True. Good lesson. Well, that's a hand. I assume we're playing... Oh, we're not even playing 7 of something. Look at this. Very unfortunate. Well, okay. Partner only has 1 ace. What can you do? Alright. So, 1, 2, 3 spades. 1, 2, 3, 4 clubs. That's 8. What will certainly be a diamond trick for 9. Oh, and then 3 hearts. Sorry, what am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I just count. 1, 2, 3 spades. 4 clubs is 7. This is 8. Okay. I think I just added 3 plus 4 equals 8 at the beginning, didn't I? Okay. So the concern in hearts is that hearts are very blocked. They still may provide tricks. If they're 3-2, we can just overtake on the 3rd round. Spades could also be 3-3. That would work out well. Nothing extra coming in clubs. Squeezes are available in spades and hearts. West is likely to be the one long in both of those suits, given the 3 diamond bid. But a concern here is that East doesn't have to take the first trick, which means we don't have to. They won't have to rectify the count for us. So just like that, that's an issue. We don't have a safe way to rectify the count. We can't go lose a trick to West while West is holding on to a last diamond. Perhaps it's possible to squeeze West out of that diamond and then concede a trick to West? Oh, but what would we even concede? Conceding a spade breaks up the squeeze, and there's no way to concede a heart. In at least no productive way. Like I can do king, queen, jack to the ace, give up a heart to West. But I don't know if that's very useful. It sets up our 5th heart, but there is never a way to get to it. Oh, unless we somehow got to use the 2 to the 5 as an entry because West was squeezed out of spades. Oh, but then the 2 was just winning, so... Yeah, that can't quite work. It's unfortunate that we can't rectify for the squeeze. Quite unfortunate. So 3 spades, 3 hearts, 4 clubs. There's 10 more tricks to go with the one that we have. Alright. I guess there's potentially some... We call it a stepping stone squeeze? Where maybe we give West a spade trick, and then they have to give us a heart. How does that work? West has 4 hearts, say. We play king, queen, jack of hearts. And on the 2nd round, we find out the West is holding 4 hearts. We now play out all the clubs. We play out all the spades, and we come to this 2-card ending where if West only had 4 spades, West holds a spade and something else. And that something else, like, if they had no... Oh, it could be a diamond, though, right? They could hold a diamond? Oh, but then that means the heart setup. I think the jack of hearts is a threat. Okay, so I think how this works is we're going to cash 2 rounds of hearts just to see what's happening. And presumably West has got 4. Alright. And we still have this, like, communication. If West ever discards a heart, then we can overtake the jack and get another trick. I think now we play a bunch of clubs. Just putting the screws to West as much as we can. Looks like clubs were splitting, so West had exactly 3 clubs. They're probably 4-4-2-3. There's the diamond that they had, the extra diamond. Okay. We need our diamond. We're never going to get back to the king of diamonds. East has one job in this hand, and it's hold on to the ace of diamonds. Okay. Oh yeah, we know West's count exactly, right? West had 2 diamonds, as we've seen, exactly 3 clubs, as we've seen, and exactly 4 hearts, as we've seen. Therefore has 4 spades. So as we play the spades, like, we know what West is holding on to, right? Like, at this point, West has 3 spades and 2 hearts. We play this down. It's not quite working, right? Oh, again, I guess because of the failure to rectify. Oh, but now I can play the jack of hearts and then a spade, right? So West has a spade and 2 hearts. If I played the spade now, West would win a spade, play a heart to the, ace jack, and win a heart. But now I can play the jack of hearts, right? And West has a spade and a heart. So I can give them the spade, and they must give me the heart. Beautiful. If there's one thing I can manage in level 4, it's the squeezes. Okay, yeah, I believe we call this a stepping stone squeeze. Because we don't have rectifications. We need to use an opponent as a stepping stone to get into dummy. Okay. Yes, if West wins the ace and returns a diamond, we'll have excellent squeeze chances in the majors. Yeah. In the last round of clubs, West gets squeezed. Absolutely. But East does quite well to not take the first trick. Reading West's 9 as a doubleton, they like to keep communication open. Yeah. And yeah, there we go. We will indeed need our stepping stone squeeze. To clarify the position, we could cash Hand of Hearts. Sure. Yeah, I think that makes it easier to reason about. Yeah, and 3 rounds of spades. We can just confirm exactly what's happening. And we'll know that West had 4 spades and 4 hearts. Yep. And then on that last club, we do have to throw the diamond. And yeah, the important thing is what we're squeezing West out of is communication. Now we get to cash the jack of hearts. And West is screwed. Yeah, it's important here, right, that if West had kept the diamond on this trick, throwing away a spade sets up the spade, throwing away a heart gives us the heart. And throwing away a diamond gives up any chance of scoring the ace of diamonds. So West is sort of squeezed in 3 suits in that way. Yeah, and that is what we did. Oh, it's a good way of putting it. It's a 2-loser 3-suit squeeze. Yeah, it is a 3 suits because it's like West is guarding 2 suits and has the entry to partner in a 3rd suit. And yeah, we squeeze them out of that entry first, which makes it safe to give up the lead once. Cool, cool. A 6 no. Too much information. All right. 1, 2 spades. 2, 3, 4 clubs and 4 diamonds. Looks like 10 tricks. This heart will be an 11th trick. And we'll need to find another one. And in similar fashion, they are not taking the ace of hearts first, so we don't have an immediately rectified count. We need to go find us another trick. The 9 of hearts is interesting. It might come into play. Like, let's say somebody's holding, let's say that the 10 and ace of hearts are split right now. Like, West has the 10 of hearts, presumably, for this lead. And maybe East has the ace. Maybe we can put West under pressure to a point where East keeps, like, all East can do is keep ace in a small heart, and the Queen of Hearts crushes the 10. East wins the ace, but then has to return a heart to the 9. That could be what ends up happening. Like, our threats might actually be, yeah, the long spade and the 9 of hearts. We can't play the Queen of Hearts yet because the concern is it just goes ace of hearts and then, you know, low to the 10 or something. But yeah, perhaps we could apply enough pressure that the hearts work. Playing all the diamonds seems sensible. It doesn't require any discards. When I play all the clubs, I'm going to have to discard a spade, and then I'm going to have a choice on the 4th spade. I think I might need to have played at least one spade. Let's see, let me see. So I play a spade. I think I'm going to need another spade as an entry, so I shouldn't play another spade, I don't think. I wonder if I'll have to clarify what's happening. For the moment, I'm going to not play a spade. I think I might need the entry. Okay, so between two spades falls, they have 4 spades left. We're going to watch spades, and we're going to watch for the king and 10 of hearts. They have 4 spades left. Okay, let's play some diamonds. Okay. Nothing yet. They still have 4 spades and the king 10 of hearts. West has thrown a bunch of clubs. These clubs are about to cause some discards for West. Still nothing. Still nothing. Doesn't sound really good. We get to this point and like none of the interesting cards have been discarded. They still have 4 spades and the king and 10 of hearts. There goes a spade. Seems like I also have to discard a spade at this point. Now, I don't see much hope besides finding out the queen here and hoping the 10 gets crushed. Hey, look. The 10 got crushed. Maybe I did just enough good work. Alright. On general principles, I seem to have gotten the squeeze. We see exactly what happened here. So West was guarding spade. West was not able to discard a spade at any point. Oh, why not? They could have discarded 1 spade. They did discard 1 spade. So West had to make like 3 interesting discards. If it was heart, like outside of clubs and diamonds, West has to make 3 discards. And they're missing a heart because they let a heart, right? They have 7 cards left. I guess it's these 7 cards left, not the Jack of Hearts. They have to make 3 discards. If it's heart, then I just set up hearts. If it's 2 hearts and a spade, I can set up heart. If it's 2 spades and a heart, I can set up spades. But yes, it works out. Okay, let's take a look. That is indeed a trick short. And again, if West does win the ace right away, the count is rectified, and we've got various squeezes available. Yeah, probably major suits against West. Oh, that's right, it has to be. We know West has a 10 of hearts, so the 9 of hearts is a threat. So we'll need West to also have spade length. And yeah, we get to this end position. Very classic. And again, East does well by not rectifying the count right away, so it makes things a little harder. Ooh, I'm not familiar with this term. Now a vice. Okay, sounds squeezy. In the last round of clubs, West has to guard spades. Discards a heart. Yeah, we put West to a position where it's not that West was ever like quite guarding hearts. Like West was helping East to guard hearts by holding on to the doubleton 10. So instead of West giving up a guard, West gives up like their help of the guard. Now we get to play the king over to the ace. Yeah, West had to help East guard hearts and just couldn't anymore. Yeah, so it's like it's just a little bit different, I guess, from a normal kind of squeeze. It's not a stepping stone squeeze in the sense that we didn't need one of the defenders to help us get to dummy. Like, we had those entries. We just had to, like, crush part of their guard. In the vice. Alright, cool. It's a bit of a very squeezeful set. I enjoy it. Like a good squeeze. I find the squeeze technique quite interesting. I should really go back and read Clyde Love's sort of squeeze textbook. It's a really cool book. I've started it twice and I've not gotten through it because it is one of the densest. Is it the densest bridge book that I think I own? That isn't just like a reference manual like Pierce's Conventions. Maybe. I haven't finished the Rodwell files either, and that's pretty dense. But I bet you it's more accessible than Love's squeeze book. It's good though. All bits I've read of it have been like very interesting and like very applicable. Okay. In any case, 5 and 4 hearts. 2 spade bid there. Presumably 6 spades. That's 10, 11 would give West 2 spades. Alright. We're missing the clubs. Quite likely this is about to start king, ace, ruff. Otherwise, it'll be very uninteresting. We'll just lose 2 clubs and a diamond. So here comes the king, ace, ruff. King, ace, ruff. All right. And now to deal with the diamond loser. Well, a pretty simplified position here. It's actually going to be another squeeze. We do have a spade threat against East in North's hand, and a diamond threat against East if East is holding the queen of diamonds. I mean, yeah, realistically, if West has queen third of diamonds at this point, I don't think there's a lot we can do. I think this is going to be a pointed suit squeeze against East. I've had a bunch of squeeze success, and everything looks like a squeeze, but I do legitimately think that that is our way to go here. An important point is that West is still holding on to a spade. We do need to isolate the spade threat with East. So I'll come over in diamonds and we'll ruff a spade, and now East will be holding on to the spades. That's about all there is to it. Okay. Give us a little bit of a trump draw there. All right. Over with the ace of diamonds. Ruff a spade to isolate the spade threat in East's hand. Oh, did I make a mistake? Oh yeah, there's a bit of a tricky thing here, and that the south threat doesn't have an entry to it, which is problematic when it's the one over east. Because east is going to discard behind me, behind dummy. Yeah, here's the issue, right? I do that, that's fine. But on this card, I need to pick whether to discard a spade or a diamond. If I discard a spade, East discards spades and just keeps doubleton queen of diamonds. If I discard a diamond, East can throw the queen of diamonds and just hold two spades. Or a diamond and a spade. So this doesn't quite work. I think I might need to do the second spade ruff actually as part of the entry plan. Let me see. Is maybe what we call a crisscross squeeze? I feel like we might have had one example of that earlier. But let me see. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to use the spade ruff actually as the entry to South's hand on the last trick. What I think we need to do is run out all the trumps except one. Oh, that has its own issue. Yeah, that's still not quite right. I still need to ruff a spade. No, I don't think that. Oh, that doesn't quite help either, does it? If I play the king of diamonds now, and then ruff a spade, I don't have an entry back to the north hand for the spades. If I ruff a spade now, I put myself in exactly the same position I was before. Where I want to play a spade, but I don't know like what to do. Oh wait, can this still work? Do I just play out to the king? Oh, but the problem is that if East is holding on to a spade and a heart, or a spade and a diamond at this point, like they're just good to go. They just force the ruff here, and then they win the queen of diamonds over here. That doesn't work. How do we make this work? Yeah, it's just like a big squeeze entry management issue. Hmm. Rough this out. All right. Is there any use in roughing two of the spades? Is that helpful at all? I don't think so. I think that's isomorphic to other things I was doing. If I use both Ace King of Diamonds early, I don't have an entry to the spades later on. I play Oh, the hearts. Yeah, I don't have entry to the diamond. There's no. Is there any kind of threat transfer, like where I play the Jack of Diamonds, forcing West to cover? I don't think that's helpful. Or like that. That then transfers the threat to be like 5 diamonds with East, which is not what's happening. Yeah, I swear it would be Ace of Diamonds and Rough a Spade. Oh, okay. I think I see it. All right, I think we end up doing. Maybe I messed up again, but did we discard a diamond here? That is this the right setup? We play the king, and if the queen, oh no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work because now this sets up like a spade, but he's still holding the queen of diamonds. No, that's not right either. Okay, how do we do it? How do we do? Mark that one as a very wrong. I'm like, I know I'm close, but I'm missing the most important piece. How do we handle the entries? All right, get 2 club tricks in the rough. Both wins the spade. Draws trump. Yes. Sure. Yeah, I guess we've got a count on the hand. Sure. The point is you can't just take the ace kick of diamonds. Sure. A trump squeeze, you say? I feel like I've heard the term, but I don't know what it means. Needs all but one heart? What was the thought I had? And yeah, we do leave out the. We don't need the diamond to access the jack of diamonds because we have a heart. And here, if they throw a spade, oh, I need to leave 2 entries in North's hand. I see. That if they throw a spade, I can go diamond, set up the spade, diamond back to cash it. Okay. I leave 2 entries with a threat that can be established by roughing. Huh. And if I throw a diamond, then I just go diamond, diamond, and I rough back. Hmm. Cross the dummy. Rough the spade. Back to dummy. Yeah, okay. So the trump squeeze needs one loser. Queens in 2 suits, and one of them has to be one that we can establish by roughing. And we need to leave 2 entries to that suit. Yes, must have 2 entries. There we go. Oh, work against either defender. That makes sense because there's a diamond threat here and a spade threat here. So yeah, it should work against either. That is cool. I think I've seen this in a book, probably in Love's book, but I've not executed it. Neat. All right. Oh, this was actually worked out pretty well because I think I got did I get 6 right in this set. Oh, apparently 7. Oh, fantastic! That's super good. Yeah, that exceeds my expectations. I'd like to aim for something like a third correction. I've just hit that now, actually, exactly. I think I'm at 22 out of 66. Uh, yeah, aiming for 1/3 correct sounds like a decent goal for level 4. So I'll try for that. So getting 7 out of 15 certainly helps me boost towards that goal. All right, and that is half of level 4 done. I mean, a little over half because the A's always have 36 problems of 30. But in any case, 60 more problems left. If we can get at least 20 of those right. Hope for more squeezes, because those are apparently the ones I know how to do. All right. Until next time.